In a moment, we're going to have a question for you. I want you to hear it right now. The person asking the question is named Tamara. Please.
Good afternoon, Portland.
Good afternoon.
8 years in Iraq, 9 years in Afghanistan. How is this war economy working for you, Portland? How is this war economy working for you, Portland? How is this war economy working for you, America?
I said as pastor of Afghanistan Lutheran Church, I want to mention that in this community, Muslims, Jews, Buddhists, Hindus, Christians, and so many people of goodwill have been working for the past decade for peace. We know that we've dedicated a decade to fear when Dr. King would say, "Fear knocked at the door, faith answered, nobody was there." We cannot walk with fear. 8 years ago on this day, a couple hundred of us marched from the Koinonia House to the Federal Building. I see people shaking their hands who were there. And the rains were pouring down. And we went with an act of civil disobedience, a peaceful act of disobedience. And when we got to the courthouse, we spent several hours in the rain, and nobody was arrested. We could not understand. What we realized the next day was the planes were being ready for the invasion of Iraq, the tanks were being poised, and the last thing you'd want on the front page of a newspaper were thousands of Americans speaking out for peace. Rather, a headline of war was what we saw. And so here we've been marching ever since, day after day, year after year, in the work you all do together to bring peace to a land that is broken by war. We think of the casualties in Afghanistan, the countless casualties in Iraq, all those who returned to this land damaged by warfare. We can study war no more. I'm a preacher, so I'll quit preaching. My first task is to introduce our first speaker. Will Seaman, representing KBOO, our wonderful community radio, 90.7. Will helped to organize the rally as a member of several groups: Jewish Voice for Peace, Portland Peaceful Response, Portland Media, Justice Media, and the East Timor Action Network. He is here to speak of One Land, Many Voices, and KBOO's role as a co-sponsor. Please lift up your voices and hands for Will Seaman.
Thanks very much. KBOO Community Radio is so proud to be a co-sponsor, a media co-sponsor for today's Mobilization for Peace. KBOO wants to thank all the people. This sounds a bit self-serving after that introduction. All the people, the many people and organizations who helped put this together and who have helped over the many years in the struggle for peace and in the struggle to end these wars and occupations abroad. But we are most proud of bringing to this community radio, grassroots, democratic community media, the perspectives and views and news that you're not going to get from Time Warner, you're not going to get from General Electric. So thank you all for being out here. Thank you for tuning into KBOO Radio at kboo.fm and on your dial. There's a literature table over there with sun. We got the sun coming down, and we got sun at the KBOO literature table. Thank you for being out here today.